Minute-of-the-Apes, the daily podcast where we break down every Planet of the Apes movies, 1 minute at a time, one person at a time, one ape, one beard, all of it in 1 minute. I'm Todd, and on the other end is my very good friend Sean. Say hello, Sean.
What's up? Let's do this.
What is up? So we are in minute 13 through minute 14, which begins with our astronauts spread out on the newly rocky shores, and it ends with Landon stroking his beer as Skipper tells him he's gone gray.
All right, so our running count, we've got 3 living humans, no apes, lots of fake wet beards.
Yes, very fake. This may be the worst looking shot of the beard yet.
All right, so I think now we've gotten everybody's name at this point. We know Charlton Heston is Taylor, the African-American astronaut is Dodge.
Yes, we finally got his name. We hear Dodge.
Mm-hmm. Not Heston is Landon.
Yes.
And Stewart is the dead female.
Is the glorious blonde beautified zombie.
The leave a good looking corpse.
Yes. So, fun production note. Some shots in this sequence were shot atop the Glen Canyon Dam. They were the first film production crew to be given permission to go there and shoot. So, you look at some of this and you think that it's just aerial shots, but apparently they were high atop a construct and shooting downward.
I didn't know that. I would have thought it was aerial.
I did too. I saw that note and I thought I checked it in a couple of places and found that comment that they were the first ones to get it. So I thought that was kind of cool, no matter what. It's a little bit safer than climbing out on a biplane to get your aerial shot. And it was shot in the Arizona desert. Much of this was where temperatures on a daily basis exceeded 100 degrees. But, again, outside of a fake beard, I don't know that I think that these costumes were horrific. You got white costumes that are falling apart in Chuck's armpit.
But we don't know the breathability of them, Todd. That's the really important question.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. But they were enduring a little bit of the actual stress that went along with it when they're out there in the 100-degree heat in the deserts.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, we've one of the big things that kicks us in is that finally we get to know that our African-American hero is Dodge. He's apparently the biologist who's told to start looking at his supplies. Does he have the gear for his soil test and his Geiger counter?
Yeah, what is up with doing a soil test? What are they planning on doing?
Well, maybe that's exactly what this mission was for, was like some kind of bioharvesting.
Yeah, but you just crashed. The mission's off books at this point. Let's not worry about a soil test. You're not going to be growing anything in the next 3 days.
They aren't concerned about where they are. They're concerned about when they are. They aren't concerned about what to do. They're concerned on what to grow.
There you go.
They have their priorities all askew.
ANSA does not know what should be going first in the list of hierarchical needs.
Well, you have to look at the fact that ANSA has their name screwed up from a bigger organization, so maybe their priorities and their organizational skills are kind of bass-backwards too. Maybe.
That's true. I mean, let's think of it. Whenever they look at the supplies, they've given them a pistol with 20 bullets.
Exactly. So you're sent up there with a gun and ammo and allowed to take cigars. What the hell is going on when you plan these things out? What kind of trip are you planning when you don't have enough food or water for more than 3 days, but you got a gun, you got a cigar? So they came out to be
the whole mission was.
They came out to be farmers that could smoke and jack up people, but have nothing to eat.
They're going to shoot the holes in the ground to plant stuff.
So I immediately also have to go back to why is Skipper, even though I'm still going to challenge you, I don't think have we heard Taylor? We still haven't heard it.
I don't know if we've heard it, but I saw it on his uniform.
I know you said you did. I was trying to think in this minute. I don't recall hearing it. So for me at this point, his name is Skipper.
Okay.
But why, again, is he such an asshole? When they go to talk about Stewart, it's this very cold air leak. She died in her sleep. First off, how do you know that you saw the crack? It wasn't an air leak. It was a broken...
Oh, yeah, that was a huge hole.
And did Landon not see that big hole?
I know. We were all on the same ship, right?
Right. And he was the one that had the whole stupefied look at her before Skipper got up to look at her.
Uh-huh.
So they saw that she was a mummy. They saw the big crack, but yet he acts like he doesn't know how or why she died.
I don't. You're asking the wrong person.
Well, I think back again. So we don't know, outside of the fact that we know the lore of this. We don't know his name's Taylor. We know his name is Skipper. All I kept thinking was, at least Skipper on Gilligan's Island treated Gilligan as my little buddy. This is the biggest jerkwad Skipper that's ever existed. I'm not following him.
He's treating him like a little boil on his ass. Like a buddy.
So, they pull that they've been gone 18 months by deducing how long ago from when Stuart must have died.
Yeah. How do they come up with that math?
Well, and this begins, and in subsequent minutes, this can pan out. There is so much pontificating on time and minutes without ever allowing the actor to kind of go, hang on. Because I don't know about you, when I'm pretty good with math, but when I go to put a tip on a ticket after I've eaten, I still have to look and go, okay, what's 15%? Okay. They don't allow the actors at all, but boy, Chuck is like this mathematician just going, this happened, this happened, this happened.
This is how old you are. This is how long we were gone.
Well, and also, if Skipper would have just looked at the ship time, we would have known it, he would have known it, we wouldn't have to be talking about this, but it's like they're basing his knowledge off of these other things. When she died, how she died, who knows when she died. I went to sleep, I put my cigar out, next thing I knew,
I put my cigar in my pocket.
Yeah, there's nothing that told him when she died, except that she's dead.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he got up in the middle of his hibernative sleep and cracked her
window. He used the bathroom, and when he was out, just go ahead and crack a hole.
Well, he slipped and accidentally cracked it. Now he's blaming it on just whatever.
What'd you do?
We get the mention of Landon going gray. So, hibernation sleep. Isn't the whole point of it that it slows your whole entire biological process down to almost the bare minimum of what needs to happen?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Would that in turn, and I don't know this, I mean, I'm actually asking, would that in turn slow down your aging process? I would think it would.
It would have to, otherwise there's no point in doing anything. You'll be dead.
Right.
1,400 years or whatever.
I mean, I'm assuming that...
Or even the 6 months that you're asleep. I mean, how are you supposed to survive that?
Every film that I've ever seen that had this kind of hibernation sleep, be it the Alien films, whatever it may be, it's always got that implied that we're going to put you in here because you're going on a long journey. Yet, once again, they feel the need to somehow thrust upon us that they were, by showing the aging process, that they were asleep for a long time.
They have beards. They've got a little gray going on. Well, maybe that was a malfunction in the process because we don't know how long they were up before the very first minute, or if they, had just gone to sleep. Had they been asleep for a couple of months? Had they been asleep the whole time? We don't know. But, if we go with they've been asleep for a month, maybe. I mean, they don't have any beards there, so there's a potential that something has broken down, and that's why they've got beards and started to go a little gray.
Now I'm going to have to go back and watch all these other films that have some kind of hibernation sleep. Do the men wake up with beards, or I could see a little bit of stubble? But over 6 months, how much are they slowing me down? What kind of hair growth would that cause?
Nobody's racing to be the first one to the toilet.
Oh, God, can you imagine that?
You haven't gone in 6 months. Come on.
Well, you're also probably getting a space catheter. Maybe that's where the space farts come from.
The
dudes were asleep and it was letting the methane gas out.
Straight out of the ship in front.
Yes. Well, and to be fair, I was looking at all the production notes. They were very proud of their space farts. And one thing it talked about how was backward projection through the just outside the capsule, that the glass in the set actually helped to hide the fact that it was backward projected. So I give the guys credit. At that time, they were trying to figure out a way to make kind of a hyperspace travel look real,
look unique,
look not space farty.
All right, so they're going through the supplies, and he's listing everything off. We got pistols, we got food, we got a TX9. What the heck is a TX9?
I thought that too. I thought we've been so simplistic that our clocks are Earth and ship time. We have
all controls are buttons.
Yeah, and they're red, yellow, and green, which we can all figure out. There's a good, there's a bad, and there's a that might cause a problem.
You got a barber pole that tells you if the shaving cream has run out yet or not.
However, we have the enigmatic TX9. Yeah. At that point, he could have at least pulled it out. Maybe it's like dental floss. It's something.
Just showed it. Yeah, but we got pistols. We got the TX9. We got food and water for 3 days. Wait, 3 days?
Yeah.
We got food and water for 3 days.
Yep.
And then I guess maybe that's what the pistol's for. Pistols for day 4.
Well, that's 20 rounds. So whoever, I guess since Skipper's the jerk, he gets to kill the other 2, and he fills them full of lead, hopefully saving 1 for himself.
There you go.
And if he's going to kill him, Chuck's going to take him out. He did like his guns.
That is true.
That's pretty much all I got. What do you got, Sean?
That about wraps it up for me as well.
Okay. Well, that's the end of another Minute of the Apes. As always, you can check us out on our website, minute-of-the-apes.com, where you'll find links to our email, which if you don't care to go to a website, I'll be fair today and tell you that is podcast at minute-of-the-apes.com. You can email us, chat with us, let us know what you're thinking. But you can also go to the website and find our Facebook, our YouTube, our Instagram, our everything. Every way you want to contact us, you can find it there. So for Minute of the Apes, I'm Todd.
And I'm Sean.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
I hate every ape I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. No, you'll never make a monkey out of me. Oh my God, I was wrong. It was Earth all along. You finally made a monkey.
Yes, we finally made a monkey.
Yes, you finally made a monkey out of me. I love you, Dr. Zayas.